Crimson Lotus tea live stream adventure game night session. We are going to have some fun tonight. Thank you for joining us. I am your tea master for the evening. We're gonna brew up some fun. Tea. I have not had a chance to brew game night live on stream yet, and I'm very excited for that. Let me know if the volume is. Let me know if the volume is good, and if everything is ready to go. I dimmed the lights down a little dark. Got my my tea master hoodie on. And setting the mood just right. We're gonna have some fun. Jared, you love the hoodie. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Let's see if I can get some more Instagram people on here. See who's around. See who wants to come and sit down and have some tea with us. Let me know what you guys. Let me know how your week is gone, and what tea you're drinking with us tonight. Because you've got to drink something with us tonight. It's game night. It's tea game night. Should be some more people around. I won't click on you, Jared, because I already see you here. Nice. Okay. All right. So many fun tea people to have on. Nice. Nice. There we go. Awesome. TGYX. Is that good evening. Welcome, tea drinkers. Enjoying a nice mellow red tea right now. So we're going to bust open game night. I've been saving it for a special occasion. I have not drank this tea since we actually had it pressed, and I am really excited about it. First of all, these bags turned out awesome. These are big, giant tea bag, but you can use it as a dice bag. You can use it however you want. It's got the Crimson Lotus logo embroidered on one side, and then the Game Night logo embroidered on the other side. So these are awesome, and they're big enough. They're actually quite large. It's a giant bag of holding. Surprising how much you can actually get in there. So we actually have all three of the game night cakes come inside. Game night with the Ranger. That's the Shung Pu'er tea. We're gonna be drinking all three tonight. We're gonna have a good one. Game night with the Elf. The white tea. Finally, game night with the Dwarf. This is the black tea, the Yunnan red. No, this is a really nice bag. It's black inside and out. It's got a drawstring. These bags are gonna be awesome. You guys will be able to use these bags, and the bag comes free with the tea, which is just an added bonus. So I'm thinking of doing the Shung first. How does that sound? Gonna start off with the Shung. Tea Time CMD. Your game night came tonight. Perfect timing. If I don't see your guys' chats, just toss it in there. Toss it in there again. Let's see if I can slide that over here so I can see things a little bit closer. Canavox says you grabbed Shung Pot 30 seconds before YouTube notification came up. It was still in your hand. Perfect. 2007 Chiang Mai Gushu Shung, and you're in. Nice. Awesome. So not only do I have 3 teas, I actually have 3 teapots. I've got one of our red Genshui clay pots. I use this one for Shung. I got this little tiny Bien Zisha black clay Genshui that I'm going to use for our show pour. And then I've got this nice polished white clay for the white tea. Yes, let me think. Shung. Had to think about everything. I don't have a show. I've got a black tea. So Shung, I'm gonna put the black tea in here. Put the white tea in there. It's gonna be fine. I got it figured out. Agony of the Leaf. Thank you for joining us. What are you drinking tonight? Let me get my water going here. Green tea and good vibes. It's game night. Adventure night. I am your tea master for the evening, leading you on tasty tea adventures. And we're gonna have fun. We're just so if you guys don't know, the whole idea with game night was number one, I love games. I love seeing how people have incorporated our teas into their existing game nights, and we wanted to have a little fun with that, a quick little nod to gaming fun. So came up with some fun. Actually, we put a lot of thought. We put a lot of thought into these cakes. So the cool idea is there's 3 cakes. We've got a shung, you've got a black tea, and you've got a white tea. These are all picked from the exact same garden, same week, same picking, same people. Production was done by the same family, but one was processed as a shung pu'er tea, one was processed as a black tea, and one was processed as a white tea. And it's really awesome to be able to, it's an incredible educational value to be able to experience a tea like that, to be able to experience what changes with the production when you remove literally all the other variables. And so that is a way to do that. So educational value aside, it's a lot of fun, and we put a lot of work into these. So let's start with the shung pu'er tea for the Ranger. A little nod to Aragorn, because shung can age forever. It's nice. It's nice. I like it. I need to organize things just a little bit here, guys. Too much tea stuff going on. Canavox, what is that? Flat and fat pots are the coolest. I know, right? I know. We should have some more of these made. I really like our little flat fatties. What's the region again? This is Jingu area material. Jingu with 2 G's. Jingu area. And Jingu is known for some really amazing white teas. So the varietal that we're using is a special varietal that they just call Big White. You can make whatever tea you want from it, but they generally probably make more white tea from it than not. So if you see the game night, there is a lot of extra stuff going on there. I really like our wrapper designs to have more going on. You get like the standard cake, it's got a fun design on it, and then you can open it up and get a whole bunch more. And so in this case, every single wrapper, there's a different quest possible on each wrapper. So this is the shung cha. And I will save it for whoever actually purchases the cake to actually be able to explore the, explore the quest. So the shung pu'er tea, the Ranger's quest is the wild hunt for the Lucida elixir. Lucida in Chinese means green color. So there's a lot of we put a lot of fantasy-based research stuff into these cakes to tie it into local customs. Jingu Shan is in the Ilau mountain range, and we put a lot of time and effort into making these a really fun adventure. Being able to read the teas, read the wrappers, figure out your own quests, use these in your own game nights, and just to have some fun with it. Canavox says Jingu flavor translates as jungle juice to you. I like it. I like it. Canavox says you put a whole forest PKD size galactic juicer. No, Jingu's awesome, and we really enjoy getting teas from the Jingu area. So I've got a perfect little stabby here. I'm gonna use this little stabby on this cake, but let me show off the cake first, because this is a gorgeous little cake. I've been really excited to be able to put together something like this for a while. So there we go. Look at that on the Instagram side, and then so the YouTube side's a little bit darker. That camera doesn't use light as well, but it's mood lighting. It's game night. So we're gonna have we're just gonna go with it. Nice. Yeah, I like so when we first started, one of the things that I got really annoyed with when I would have a bunch of other cakes of tea is all the cakes just had the exact same neife. If you forgot what wrapper was on what, like you're screwed. And so on all of our neifes, it's the year and the name and everything. So it doesn't matter what you do. You can mess it up, forget your wrapper, but you know what tea it's gonna be. All right. I'm gonna do some scales on these because I got these tiny pots. These little guys, I'm gonna go with 5 grams. These are all about the same size. Do 5 grams on these guys. I want to hear about your week, guys. Let me know what T adventures you went on. Let me know what games you guys like playing as well. What sort of board games? I had a board game night with the kids' school last night. Second graders had a special game night at the school where they got to come into the school and bring all of their favorite games and have fun with it. And my kids are really into Pokemon now. So they brought their Pokemon Battle Academy and challenged their friends. I was never into Pokemon growing up, but now that I've got two kids that are super into it, I've had to become a bit of a Pokemon dad. They, I don't know any of the rules, but I've been figuring it out with them, so it's been a lot of fun to, kids and I have been playing a lot of little Pokemon battles. Alright, so we're going for 5 grams of this tasty shung. There we go. Yeah, it's nice that these teas are finally arriving at their target destinations, which is really great to see, because it's always stressful, like when you release a product and then you got to wait like a month before people actually get it. Tea time CD, you dug out Crane Gang yesterday. Hadn't had it in a while. Opened up a third nest because it's just so good. No, Crane Gang's awesome. You said you were joking on your post that you thought I bought a bunch of Shogun Chochas and just rewrapped them. That's a huge compliment. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, because that was the intended effect. That was the intended goal. All right, we're gonna brew this up. Let's see what it smells like. I've been fighting some weird congestion-y stuff for like a month or more. Huang Pian and Coffee, what's up? The black hoodie looking sleek. It's game night, man. I am your tea master for the evening. I had to dress the part. If I could have made it darker here, I would have, but any darker and the YouTube camera just doesn't pick up anything at all. Still win medicine. You don't play a lot of board games, chess, and you like to try Settlers of Catan. Settlers of Catan's a lot of fun. I haven't introduced the kids to that. I think I have that around. The kids like to play. They like to play Rummikub, which is a counting game for different numbers, organizational number matching pattern game thing, which is kind of fun for them. And then they really like Ticket to Ride, but lately it's well, they've got a handful of other little things. We always get the little games for Christmas, but they're really into just really into Pokemon right now. Kenavox says, someone walked up to your desk about 30 seconds after you started Grandpa Style mug. None of the leaves had sunk, so they had this confused look on their with their no context. Yeah, that would be a little confusing out of context. Jared says Settlers of Catan is great. Ticket to Ride is fun. Oh, you have the Nordic countries, so we're still stuck on the America one. So I'm still working the kids through getting the basics of it. They're getting a lot better at just the concept of gaming and strategy, and so we really work with them on figuring some of that stuff out. But it's they're getting really good, surprisingly good at Pokemon, which is hilarious. They're putting a lot of thought and strategy into how they plan and battle their cards and stuff. It's pretty cool to see that. Botcha C and Gato Bus, thank you for joining us. Nice little fresh young shung aroma going on here. I've spent a little bit of time in Jingu. Jingu is pretty close to Kunlushan, and anytime we get a chance to go to Kunlushan, we try to pop over to Jingu. But it's much harder to get to Jingu. The road is not great, and it gets worse every year. Still win medicine. Drinking out of the squat wide mouth Shipiao from Crimson Lotus brick from Hidden Peak. Nice. I think I've actually had that Lotus brick cake before, Lotus brick tea before. Green Team, good vibes. Gary will become a strategy mastermind at school. Yeah, I hope so, man. That would be awesome. Awesome to see that. What else have we've been playing with them? I do the chess thing. I do try and teach them chess. I combined my my wash in the first steep. Forgot to dump it out. It's all good. I'll try it anyways. It's not a big deal. Nice. It's got some good color to it. Good color to it already. Don't forget your tea pets, everybody. on the non-tabletop gaming sphere, I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk 2077 lately, and that's I love it. It's funny. It's I mean, Cyberpunk 2077 clearly has a future skin on it, a wrapper of cyberpunk and computer techno style, but it's all the math and the mathematics and of the gameplay is just it's still just fantasy based. Like I'm a hacker, right? And so I hack into things remotely. I'm literally just a wizard, like throwing spells from far away. That's all it is. I'm just a fantasy caster. I've got like no health, just all in mana, which is RAM. It's kind of funny when you look at it. Canavox says cool chahai. Yeah, I like this chahai a lot. It's the light really picks up the showcases the tea really nicely. The side pour thing has some really fun fantasy elements to it. That's what we're doing tonight. Fantasy based elements. So if I could have, I would have done 4 cakes if there was a way to get that material reliably made into show pour. But this is a small family farm, and they just don't process that enough to make a show pour from it. So, but maybe we can work something like that out in the future. Because if there was 4, then that would have been awesome. Because I would have had a fourth fantasy character. But I loosely modeled the structure of this fantasy quest on Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas. The ranger, the dwarf, and the elf. That was the rough idea. The elf for white tea just totally made sense. And the black tea, the Yunnan red, the Dian Hong for the dwarf also works really nice. This is, I think you'll find that these teas they're on the gentler side. Jingu is not a super aggressive area, but depends on how you brew it and how you steep it. While we're doing this, I will actually read just a scratch from the actual quest line. I wrote a lot, actually. It's pretty fun, and I worked with some friends who are a little bit more knowledgeable about tabletop gaming and quest design and stuff like that, and they gave me some help and some pointers and some ideas on it. And so they got free tea, of course. I hook up my homies that help me out. But it's fun. Tomato grower, thank you for joining us. All right. Fat and flat. Canavox says fat and flat also applies to chahais. Yeah, for sure. All right, let's see here. It has been a while since I read this. Ranger of the wild and clouded lands in the south. Your skills are needed for a quest. Only one of your keen senses and deep bond with nature can undertake this. Deep in the remote and mystical highlands of the Lucida Peaks, your quest will take you. There exists a legendary tea known as the Immortal Jade, or Shung Pu'er, as the elders call it. This ancient brew is revered for its powerful connection to the lifeblood of the earth. It grants those who drink it the wisdom of the forests and the vitality of the mountains. So, a little creative writing with your tea. Gotta have some fun with it. Gotta have fun with your tea. I enjoy having fun with tea. I enjoy having fun in general. So, anyways, this tea has a really nice color to it. It's kind of hard to see, but that is showing up. Super nice. Canavox, what are you saying back over there? Now you're picturing a Randall Thor Dragon Reborn Red Tea Cake. Nice. Mountain vitality is vital. And even if I said these teas are generally on the gentler side, I pushed that just to prove myself wrong. It's punchy. It is punchy. I I have been experimenting lately with nitro infusing teas, and I have got to say, my experiments have been going very well, surprisingly well. It is shocking how much fun you can have with nitrous in tea. Doesn't matter if it's cold brew, if it's hot brew. Nitrous, man, it's just it's like just magic for the palate. Oh, it's just, yeah, 7T. It's just I've you know, drank like nitro coffee forever, like nitro infused cold brew. So nice. It just adds such a rich creaminess to it. And all of my favorite beers are always nitrogen infused. And I know people do nitrogen infused tea stuff, but I never actually sat down and did it myself. It's just so good. It's wild. Really, really wild how much of a change can come over it. Mostly in body, mouthfeel, and texture. But the nitrogen itself, I don't entirely understand the science behind it, but nitrogen can make the tea taste sweeter. It's fascinating. So once I played around with it some more and figured out a lot of details and stuff, I'll post the details of our setup so other people can do it. And I want to start hitting up local farmers markets and sitting down, making some people some fat nitro tea. It's good stuff, man. Really, really, really good stuff. Well, this tea is just great. I love it. I love it when a plan comes together. Usually our hits are pretty solid. I usually bat pretty decent by the time. We've been doing this for a few years now. I very rarely have a tea that doesn't work out as well as I had expected, but that's why we take the time we do to source the good stuff. Even some things that don't taste great after they've been pressed, just give them some time. They'll be fine. They'll do fine. So we're doing the white tea after this. I think that's the way to do it. Shung, white, red. That's how we'll do it. The red tea will be a little bit more mellowing. Super Tick Psychia, thank you for joining us. If you guys know anybody that wants to join a fun tea adventure live stream, just push the little button down there and send them the link. See if you can get them in. I did hop onto the Discord group. Put a couple links in Discord. See if any of the tea Discord people want to join in. Oh, these chairs are sometimes not the most comfortable. Anyways, yeah, Canavox Nitro show sounds cool. It is. It's nice. I've tried, like a cold brew show on nitro, drinking it cold. I've tried reheating it up after it's been nitro charged. That also works nicely. The tradition is cold drinks on nitrous, but I think there's a real magic in having it hot. It becomes just so silky, like so easily drinkable that you just gulp it down, which is usually when it comes to tea, I'm a little bit more of like a sipper. I like to kind of sip a tea and stretch it out, and then I find with these nitro teas, like I'm just like just drink it down as fast as I can because it just tastes so good. 7 tea leaves broke into the pure nano cake you got from you. It's very good. You think you went too heavy with it, you'll dial it down to 6 grams instead of 8 grams next time. Yeah, that tea, it can if you push it, it'll I mean it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a memorable session, but there is some real strength in Nano Shan, which can absolutely surprise you. But I'm glad you like that tea. I love that tea, and that's one of the ones that I've been doing some experiments, my nitro experiments. Canavox, yeah, nitro green tea. I mean, people have been doing nitro with all sorts of stuff. Give it a go. So I don't have anything fancy. it's far easier than I thought it was. I thought I needed fancy hardware and equipment and stuff, and you know, I had gotten like a housewarming gift from my parents years ago, which was just like just a traditional whipped cream, like whippet thing. You know, you put the heavy cream in there, you charge it up, and make a bunch of like whipped cream. I never used it for whipped cream. I mean, I used it for whipped cream. I didn't use it for anything that you're not supposed to use it for. If that's what I'm trying to say. It's not my game, but it's just been sitting around, and I'm like, well, I don't know. I started looking up these like nitro cold brew things, and they were all basically just whipped cream things that have been repurposed, and I'm like, well, shoot, I wonder if it works. And it's so good. It works. It's so easy. You pour the tea in, hot or cold. If it's hot, you really need some gloves to hold on to it. Twist on your nitro canister, psh, does its thing, twist it off, shake it up for 30 seconds, like flip it, pour it out. Wow. I mean, it's nice to have some side by side. Do it one way, you know, and have your control group try the other one. So good. So good. Shockingly good. And I've got some more. I quickly ran through like all the nitrous canisters that we had. That's the thing that would get expensive if you started doing it a lot. Those nitro canisters, I don't know, unless you're buying in bigger bulk, they run like $1 or so. Clown crack? Yeah, no, that's not my thing. Clown crack, riding the rainbow unicorn. Not my game. But it's much, the nitrous is much better used as in tea, for sure. Yeah, Steve-O. Dude, Steve-O, man. What a wild ride that guy's been on. I actually saw a video the other day of a guy taking the same whipped cream canister, charging it with nitrous, and then running a line literally to his the intake on his go-kart. And then when he floored it, he would just like squeeze the whipped cream canister. And you can hear the go-kart running up. Hilarious. Just 70 leaves. Just as long as you don't start doing tea whippets. Yeah, that'll be the day. Yeah, if you guys wonder why your orders aren't shipping, it's because I'm drunk in the tea room doing some tea whippets. Now, I'm not going. Canavox, not going Steve-O on us. I guarantee you, I do not have his. I do not have that man's pain tolerance. That is amazing. This is a very, very lovely little shung. I'm going to do one more steep on the shung, switch it over to the white tea, which I'm also really excited about. I'm excited about all three of these. I've had them plenty when they were loose, but this is my first chance actually sitting down, drinking them after they've been pressed, wrapped, the whole deal. So, excuse me, if you haven't had a chance to purchase Game Night for yourself, it's only $50. $50 for 300 grams of tea, 3 different types of tea with the bag. What a deal. What a deal. I've got a couple extra sets here in Seattle. We didn't have many shipped to us, but I think I'm just gonna like walk into some of the game shops around here, see if they want to start carrying them. I just need to have more of an inventory here. But I don't know. Maybe it'll be fun. Maybe it'll work. Whew. Thrive Integrative Medicine. Thank you for joining us. All right, guys. Man, this is nice. So, who's actually tried the game night so far? Tea Time CMD, are you trying it now? Are you drinking it with us? Are you still on the stream? Or were you drinking something else tonight? Figured it's Friday night. Kids are out, jiu-jitsu and art class. It's just me, and I figured perfect time. Do a little tea stream. Man, I'm already feeling pretty jazzed and energized. Tea and poodles. Thank you for joining us. What poodles are you drinking? Sorry, what tea are you drinking tonight? Yeah, I'm already feeling super energized. This is just the A mini tea marathon. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I got this. I'm a professional. All right. Last steep of the Ranger tea. Last tea of the Shung Pu'er. Tea time, Sino. You're here. It's late, so yeah, you're East Coast. Two of us are doing a white on Monday and doing a real, letting it rest a few days. Yay! Awesome. I can't wait to see it. RPT, you were happy to get it, and then you forgot. You're like, yay, my tea's here, and then it's gone. Yeah, it's funny sometimes. Like when you order something and then it takes like a month and a half to arrive, and then you like let it rest and stuff. You're like, oh yeah, I remember that tea. All right, a little bit for the tea peanuts. This guy a quick rinse. Then we're gonna crack open the white tea. Where are you at, white tea? We got some little some nicer travel sleeves that are a little bit thicker plastic than our normal ones with a zip seal. So these should work out pretty well for being able to. We wanted to be able to keep all the teas together in the same bag, but if they were in like one plastic bag or like the smaller plastic ones, it would just rip, and then it would be awkward. So with these, you got a nice little seal there. Ba-da-bum-bum. Do Canavox, do I have any of the off the dome info Gen Shui clay pots? You mean like this little guy, like the little half dome, the BNZ show? I do not. Not available. You love the Carnopet. It's a kissable face. What are you talking about? Which one? Oh, it's white tea. So bright. It's bright. So there we go. The elf just made sense. The elf just made sense for white tea. Am I right or am I right? Or am I right? Elves, white tea. They're just a little bit more elegant, a little bit more graceful, a little bit more unprocessed forest essence. The white looked like One River's Mithril on the Lord of the Rings theme too. What are you talking about? The theropod tea the tea pet. My English vocabulary is terrible. I don't know what is a theropod a frog? Or toad? I don't. I'm not familiar with the term theropod. I could Google it real quick and then pretend like I knew what it meant all along. But I'm sorry. I'm spacing on what theropod means. Look at this. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Did you look at those fat white buds? This is pure Jingu white tea at its finest. The little T-Rex. Oh yeah, my little buddy. Yeah, very kissable face. He's a super cutie. Yeah, no, this gorgeous white tea. I mean, it almost shines, right? I mean, you can see why they call it moonlight white. I mean, it's not actually made in the moonlight. That's the legend, is that it is made in the moonlight, but it's not made in the moonlight. But Marshall Mellow, I mean, look like a Sith. I'm kind of playing with it tonight. I'm going with it. We're doing a game night tea adventure, and so I'm dressed up as your resident tea master. We're drinking a couple different teas tonight. We're switching over to the white tea, which features the artwork of the elf, which is the Baicha, and his adventures, the Whispering Leaves of Jingushan. Jingushan is the mountain where the leaf came from. So, all right, let's see what we got here. Pull out my super stabby that I got. Young white tea cakes look awesome. They just look amazing. Young white teas just look gorgeous, and I love like the visual imagery of them being like processed by moonlight, even though they're not. They do go through a gentler processing cycle that gets called moonlight just because of the more gentle nature of it. And I don't doubt that there have historically been teas that were processed by moonlight, but it would be pretty particularly difficult, I think, to actually do it. A lot of getting the timing right. Days around a full moon. All right. We're also going to go with 5 grams. This tasty little treat. All right. Let's see how close I came. See how close I came to 5 grams. What do you guys guess? I love playing this game. What's the weight? What do you think? Guesses? Guesses? I got it. I measured it. Open it up just a little bit. Turned out to be 5.62 grams. Hunter Riche, thank you for joining us. 5.62 grams is perfect size. That will work out nicely. Okay. Heat this guy up a scratch. 6 grams. Canavox, you were closer than I. My wagered 5. Turned out 5.6. Good guess. Canavox wins the Guesser of the Night award. Dancing with Wind River said 4.8. So close. So close. Yeah, you busted. You did go over. Yeah, if it's Price is Right rules, you're screwed. All right. Let's do this white in the cutie little Bienzisha. Yes, that was it. Trying to think. I think it's gonna be a little heavy on leaf because this guy is a tiny little guy, and 5.6 is surprisingly a lot of leaf for a tiny little pot. But it's gonna be fine. If you overleaf one tea, do it with white tea because you're gonna be fine. Man, these leaves are just so fat. Fatty, gorgeous leaves. You can't deny that white tea just looks gorgeous. That lack of processing just keeps the leaves just perfect. Canavox, you're rocking 8 grams in an 80 ml pot. Look at you. But it'll go for a while. Nice. When in doubt, brew it stout. Oh, man. It's like if Galadriel wore perfume. This is what you'd hope she smelled like. Probably what she does smell like. What am I saying? There we go. It's white tea. I don't really need to. I don't really feel the need to give it a wash. I'm just gonna do a nice long first steep. I'm gonna get right into it. Give it a chance to give those leaves a chance to open up. See what it looks like. See what it looks like color-wise. Michelle Hovey says, "I'm on the big screen." Thank you so much. Joining for a tea adventure game night. Michelle, you and Derek, are you guys playing any games tonight? Are you brewing up any tea? You guys did order some game night, right? You ordered some game night. Did your game night arrive yet? If not, what else are you drinking? You guys are board gamers, right? Is Derek around? What are you guys doing this fine Friday night? Derek and Michelle are tea friends that got married on the exact same day that we got married on, and we made them fat stack 7 cakes, full wedding tone for them, and they probably drank through it already because it was super delicious. And they also live like 20 minutes away, so we get to see them every now and then. So thanks for putting me up on the big screen, Michelle. I'm going with a little bit more of a moody lighting and theme tonight, so I think on the YouTube it looks a little extra dark. The my iPad camera on the Instagram kind of makes it auto brightens it for me, but there we go. Golden color. Canavox says, Yunnan white, it's been a good step into the general world of white tea for you. Absolutely, you can't go wrong with a nice Yunnan white. Kind of hard to start with the age stuff and work to young stuff. Yeah, the age stuff, I don't know, that's an interesting space for tea. But now that we've got our white teas pressed, it'll be interesting to see what these things do in the next 3, 5, or 7 years. See if they actually turn into the golden treasures that they're claimed to. Michelle, you got your game night. Derek is working at the hockey game. You're recovering from having your eyes dilated. I'm sorry about that. So you probably can't see me very well. You're good at hoarding tea, so you'll have plenty of tea. Yeah. Thanks. You love the hood. Yeah, this is my tea master hoodie for my adventure game night live stream. Decided to moody it up a little bit. Wow, it's so nice. So nice. When you guys actually get around to brewing up your game nights, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. It's your tasty teas. It is definitely reminiscent of that first one, though. I mean, clearly it's the same leaf, but it's been months. It's been months since I had these. Yeah, our friend, someone we've known since the first year that we were there. I'm really good at keeping contacts with the people that we meet, visiting them every year. You know, staying in touch with their lives and stuff. And then as they move through their own tea careers and things, and start like ramping up production in their own farms and stuff. Just kind of keeping an eye on things that they're doing. It's been really interesting following this girl's career for the last 11 years. She's got her own tea shop. She's got her own tea shop in Yunnan. She's in Kunming. She's super awesome. She's got a family now too, so our kids play together. It's super cute. So really excited to be able to get some stuff from her farm. I don't think we've actually pressed anything from her farm before, but this product really stood out. I was very excited about it. Michelle says, you're getting better now, you're just being wimpy. Yeah. Can you give us some explanation on the game wrappers? Derek was asking me questions and I have no idea. What questions was he asking? Canavox says, for your personal taste, how much leaf would you put in a 200 ml pot? Like 10 to 15 grams? For 200 ml, I'd probably put 12, but maybe a little bit more if I needed to. 13, between 13 and 15. I may just settle on 15 and work it out in the steeps. Michelle. Okay, so the rough idea is we just wanted to add some extra layers of fun to the cakes, right? So I came up with backstories for the characters. I wrote some simple little quest lines, and just to add to the experience. The quests themselves, I mean, could be playable if you were creative enough and you had people set up to run a little D&D style game or something like that. But there's no actual I didn't have the time to really build in an actual playable game in the wrapper, but it would have been fun if I had been able to do that, but it was just way too much more. So basically just threw in some fun questing ideas, just ways to get people excited and interested in the teas and the background on everything about them. I will read a little bit small excerpt from the Dwarf's White Tea quest. The whispering leaves of Jingushan. As an elf of noble lineage, you have been summoned by the ancient spirits of the Weeping Woods to undertake a sacred quest, one of delicate nature and subtle magic. The elders of your village speak of a rare and exquisite potion known as the Silver Dew of Tian Tang. more commonly known in legends as white tea. So there you go. There's the teaser for the elf's quest. The nod to the Weeping Woods, I thought was pretty fun because it the name itself, Ailau Shan, the actual characters that make out the mountain range that Jingu is a part of, Ailau. It doesn't perfectly translate to it, but like the actual characters, if you look at the actual characters side by side, it means like the mountain of perpetual sadness, which was I thought was just a very fantasy-esque name, so I kind of threw that in there with the nod to the Weeping Woods. Michelle, he's asking if they're for D&D. I didn't specifically put any nods to actual games in these wrappers for fear of litigation. But you know, you could somebody creative could take these quests and have some fun with it if they had some creative friends. So it's not really for any gaming system, but you can have some fun with it. That was the idea. Excuse me. Oh, this white tea's great. Whew. It smells awesome. Did that answer your question, Michelle? It's just for fun. It's just for fun. That's it. I have Run Rev Coach Gerald. What's going on, man? Thanks for joining us. Harpy tea, adventure hook tea. Yeah, it's just for fun. And yeah, I had thought about. I mean, maybe in the future I'll actually, you know, put some more time and effort into gamifying tea. But I didn't want to do it like in just a super simple, you know, just low-hanging fruit kind of way. I would want to have it be more fun and more awesome. But this is just a little creative fuel. People to have some fun with it. Coach Gerald, having a good day. Awesome, man. Are you? It's kind of late where you are. Are you drinking any tea tonight? You're gonna join us on our game night tea adventure. Michelle, I was actually really excited about the tea. Where did I put my tea bag? Oh, I was super excited about these. Did you get your little game night pouch out? Your little dice bag, your little bag of holding. These actually turned out super nice. You could use these for. They've got enough room. You could put like a nice big teapot in there. Wrap it up. You could probably put like a gaiwan and some cups in there if you wanted to take it around with you. So a lot of potential. The bag comes for free with the tea, so can't beat that. All right. It's only the second steep, and that first steep was really nice. Jingu, that Jingu big white material just really shines as a white tea. It'll be interesting to see how they age. It's interesting to see what they do over time as the shung and the white and the dark tea. The pouch is awesome. You like the pouch? Yeah, I like the pouch too. Very much. Coach, you're thinking about it? Thinking about putting the kettle on? Joining up? You should join us. Join us. Have some fun with this. And then stay up all night. It's all night super tea drunk. All right. Tea. I keep pouring it out before I get to show the color off, but really nice. And it's funny because it's about the same color, same richness and color as the shung, which will change quickly. The shung is going to get much darker before the white tea does, but really similar in color. So smooth. So smooth and sweet. It's really drinkable. You don't have to, you don't have to worry about the bitterness. It's interesting, like I mean, there's definitely differences in production between white and sheng to be able to create the differences, but it's largely, I mean, the largest difference is well, I mean, there's two large differences. There's no wok firing process for the white tea, but the white tea also doesn't get crushed, and that's one of the things that that's critical to the sheng pu'er tea is they take it into a big ball and they just like crush it down, and it breaks up the leaf, it breaks up the cellular structure inside of the leaf and just releases tons of extra chemicals which are largely bitter, and so at least that's my understanding of it. White tea doesn't have that crushing stage, which is one of the reasons why white tea just looks so perfect. The leaves just look perfect because it wasn't manhandled. Big Daddy Sam with the join. Big Daddy Sam, what are you drinking tonight? And which of your amazing tea wares are you drinking it in? Big Daddy Sam's got quite a fun little collection of cool stuff. Just for fun, brewing this up and using a fun filter, which I have broken far too many times by hitting the rim. Silver lined Jian John, or silver. It's an actual silver filter. I'll bring that back to China with us when we go and get that rim fixed. That's the way to do it. Canavox, here's an idea: root beer float, but subbed out with the nitro show. Man, you and I think really similar. Tell you what, man. You take a heavily brewed show, just toss in just a hint of like a vanilla syrup seasoning, and carbonate it. Awesome stuff. Big Daddy Sam, I haven't heard what you're drinking, man. In fact, Canavox, I've got a show that I swear tastes like root beer, or like a sarsaparilla. I still need to come up with a wrapper design for that. I'm a little bit behind on some of that, but man, all the lighting just looks perfect right now. I gotta take a quick photo for the gram. Look at that, it's gorgeous. Perfect. Here, I'll even show it off. Gorgeous little photo. Let's see. You get that lighting just right, man. Looks great. Look at that. It's nice. Green tea and good vibes. You want that show so bad. Yeah, I know. I just gotta do it. Just gotta do it. Harper T, you made some carbonated show years ago. It's pretty good. It's surprising. Really surprising. Green tea and good vibes. You love you some show spirilla. Yeah, I think that was the idea. Show spirilla, or calling it like the Crimson Soda or something. Canavox, you're interested? It was so good. Get yourself one of those like home carbonation machines, the one that you use for soda, you know, carbonating your own soda. Start doing some carbonated tea experiments. Crazy good. Canavox, you've been drinking a 2019 La Mana show every morning for a few weeks now. You don't know if you can go back. It's tough, man. Once you find like a really good tea that you just vibe with, you get into the routine of it and you just go with it. Switching to something else is like, it's like trying to like learn how to ride a bicycle all over again. Just feel out of your element. Man, this tea's just so smooth, guys. It's that gorgeous white tea flavoring, the white tea processing. Well, now I'm really excited to try the try the Dianhong after this. Harpy tea. Yeah, the soda stream thing. Just don't add sweetener before the carbonating. Add it after. Yeah. No, it totally works. Yeah, I did the exact same thing. Just really like heavily brewed show or a cold brew show. Toss it into there. Give it carbonated. Just a little bit of like a, like vanilla syrup. Like the stuff you'd get at like a coffee shop, like with the pump. But it doesn't take much. So delicious. Ren Fair asks show Spirilla. Yeah, you could do it, man. You could have a lot of fun. I don't think I could get away with carbonating at a Ren Fair though, right? I couldn't get away with carbonating, or I don't think I couldn't. Can you see me with my like a nitro infuser at a Ren Fair? Although I guess it all just depends on what role you're playing. I love watching seeing people like wearing Star Trek uniforms at a Ren Fair. That always just cracks me up. I just think that's hilarious. They're all in there with like their little red shirt guy and different uniforms. They're just walking through the Ren Fair like it's a Renaissance planet. I think it's hilarious. Yeah, right. Green tea, good vibes. Yeah, you're a wizard. Wizards can use nitrous. Absolutely. That totally makes sense. You just gotta build the story just right. So one of my favorite things about history, and there's the idea that sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic if you don't know what's working, and that it's totally true. My favorite example of that is, you're always seeing in video games. You've got like the wizard or the mage or something who can make your sword stronger, right? Like you bring him these different ingredients and he does some magic to it, and all of a sudden like your sword does like more damage, or it's like sharper or stronger or stuff like that. And I really always thought that was just like some goofy game mechanic or something, until I started learning more about steel and metallurgy and learning how traditionally they made steel stronger. The first thing they did was they would just use meteors. Like if like some traveling mystic like found a meteor that fell out of the sky, and he could bring it to a metallurgist and he could incorporate that into his steel, like that sword was just stronger. They didn't understand then that it just had to do with like the metallurgic structure, but it was just like space steel. And then the other thing that blew me away is like the idea that you can add carbon to your steel basically by chopping up like animal bones and plant particles and baking it into the steel at just the right temperature, and the steel will actually pull like the carbon like out of the crushed animal bones. Just the idea of that, it's just like you can just imagine like some mage like thousands of years ago like killing these animals and taking some warrior's sword and doing some magic and stuff, and ta-da, and it's just he was just putting more carbon into the steel. It's just wild. I just think it's hilarious thinking about that. Nitrocaster. I cast nitrous. It's totally doable. Oh, Canavox, what do you oh, it's you're talking about that La Mana show. It's different, but it speaks to you on a personal level. Yeah, there's some really interesting the La Mana or the La Banjang shows, like the ones that have the bitterness comes through into the show, is really it's really surprising. Carbonate it, yeast it for a few weeks time, make a show bucha. I'm down for it, man. I'm down for it. This conversation sounds like The Prestige by Christopher Priest. I don't think I've read that. Is it a novel or what is it? It sounds a little bit familiar though, but maybe I'm thinking of something different. I'm gonna do a nice long last steep of this. I'm gonna heat up the outside of it, keep it nice and hot, and we're going straight to the Dianhong. It's time to hang out with our happy dwarf, black tea dwarf. Yeah, if I use the terms interchangeably, black tea, red tea, it means the same thing in Chinese. Red tea is what they call it in China, Hongcha, and then black tea. Run, Rev Coach, going for some Underworld tonight. Good call. Green Team, good vibes. You are well-known wizard Vin Diesel, and here is my family of fellow warlocks. It's all about the family. You cast nitrous with your Supra. Dude, there's that one, I love, I've been trying to find a good copy of the image so I can make a fun meme for it and send it to Team Memery. But there's the scene in the first movie when the Supra and the Ferrari are meeting on the Pacific Coast Highway, and you know, they're just sitting there like talking about their cars, and he's talking about like awesome like Ferrari and stuff, and oh, I can't think of it. Was it? No, I wanted to have a like the conversation going back and forth. Like the Ferrari is like Yixing, and like the Supra is Jen Shui. I thought that would be kind of a fun little meme-ish comparison. I'll put it together one of these days. Mike Hopwood, what's going on? I'm tea drunk already, guys. Not hard to do. Not hard to do. Who plays D&D? What are you talking about, Harpy? Canavox, oh, it's a novel, won World Fantasy Award, late 1800s, early 1900s, about the professional stage magicians. Yeah, okay, I saw the movie. Yeah. Written by the guy who wrote the sci-fi book Inverted World, which is also 6 of 5. And you told me about Inverted World as well. Yeah, that's what it was. So I watched the movie, the Prestige, right? That's the one with guy from Fight Club and that girl. What's her name? I can't remember. I saw the premiere of it in Seattle, and like some of the cast was actually, I was at the after party and some of the cast was there. It was a nice movie. I liked the movie. Vin Diesel plays D&D. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I think I've seen some like videos of him playing or something like that. That's pretty cool. Canavox, you never saw the movie, but that's it. The movie was fun. No, wait, I'm confusing it. Prestige was different. No, Prestige is the one with Wolverine. What's his face, right? Yeah. I was thinking of there's that other magician movie with the guy from Fight Club, Edward Norton, right? That's not Prestige. What's it? I don't know. I don't have time to look it up. You guys can look it up for me. Just Joan, what is going on? Local tea friend. How are you doing, Joan? We're drinking game night tonight. But yeah, Prestige was also a really good movie. I enjoyed that. The Illusionist. Edward Norton is The Illusionist. That's the one that I saw the premiere for. I didn't see the premiere for Prestige, but I really enjoyed Prestige as well. Prestige is the one that's the early 1900s one. It's a little bit more. It kind of goes into some of Tesla stuff, right? Like Tesla is don't they meet like Nikola Tesla, and he does like some weird like electric magic or something for them, something like that maybe. Prestige is good, that movie. Yeah, so I'm familiar with the story, but I'm sure that the book is better. Okay, so we just finished the white tea. Just very nice. I don't even really want to stop drinking it. Super nice. starting to build in the throat, all that natural tea sweetness. Canavox, you should check out the movie. Let me know what you think of it in comparison to the book. I mean, books are always better, of course, but and I can't even think of what's his face's name, Wolverine, whatever his name is. It's tough, man. In the days of instant internet access, you kind of lose the ability to remember things because you don't need to remember anything. And ta-da! We're moving on to the red tea. Yunnan, Hugh Jackman. There it is. Thank you, Canavox. This is nice. 2024. Same garden as the last one. Hugh, I think it's H-U-G-H. Hugh Jackman. Man, straight out of the bag. One of the nice things about having like a really good sealing bag is leaving it and then cracking it open. I love this little fatty dwarf, man. And it was a little bit tricky for the design, but I I actually tried to make the characters actually roughly height weight proportionate to their actual wrappers. So the elf is actually the tallest. I think the elf is the tallest. And the dwarf, stocky, swarthy little guy, just like a good Yunnan red tea should be. Just Joan, great, so wonderful to see you. It is really wonderful to see you too. So we're drinking through game night. That's why I've got my tea adventure hoodie on. All right, let's check out the full wrapper for this guy. There you go. You guys can practice learning your Chinese. That's the character for red tea, Hong, and then Cha. And you'll actually notice that is the same character as in Crimson Lotus, the Hong. Although it's stylized a little bit differently for most of our logos and designs and stuff. Do I have a business card around? Ta-da! Oh yeah, I even made it far more stylized in this one. So it's actually the same character. You can see it roughly. Sometimes they make like that eye shape like really tall and big when it's like a bold font like that. And then other times they make it kind of like short and wispy like that, which is pretty cool. There's no real good word for crimson in Chinese that would make any sense. So technically the name of our company in Chinese is just Red Lotus. In fact, I have significant difficulty anytime I'm trying to have anytime I have things made like this, right? Where I'm like, hey, I want you to embroider it and I want it to be crimson. They don't have anything that's close to like a true crimson, so I end up just having to be like, just make it like China flag red. So for just for ease of manufacturing, nearly all of the stuff that we have made over there doesn't have a true crimson color. It just ends up being like a China flag red. Because they're like, oh yeah, of course. Why didn't you just say China flag red? I'm like, wow, okay. It is what it is. I had to give up fighting that fight like 12 years ago. It's just like wasn't worth it. It's like, hey, can you make it any darker? Make it look like blood. Nope. There we go. Look at this fat dwarven hearty swarthy tea. Yeah, Canavox. It's like it's red. It's red-ish. There we go. Nice. Has that fat, super rich, inviting black tea aroma that just so good. So good. All right, let's get this thing rinsed out. Heat it up a little bit. So this pot is just a scratch larger than the others. I'm gonna go for no, you know what? I'm gonna stick with 5 grams, but I'm just gonna brew it longer. Stabby time. This thing's got a +5 against tea cakes. All right, where are we at? If you guys want to watch a fun adventure game themed video that I haven't seen in forever, but I loved it like in the early 2000s. Is it still on YouTube? What is it called? It's called Summoner Geeks. I don't know. It's a really hilarious little D&D sketch animated with some video game characters from a game called Summoner. Let me see if I can see if it's still out there on YouTube. It should be. Summoner Geeks. Yeah, 2006 YouTube. Just a 2.5-minute video. Hilarious. Just do Summoner Geeks. SUMMONER Geeks. Geeks. Dwarves rule. Yes, Gerald. Absolutely. So after this, Google Summoner Geeks, or on your phone or whatever. Check it out. And if you're into gaming at all, you will find it absolutely hilarious. I quoted that with my friends as an inside joke for years after, and then eventually you find out that that all your little inside jokes, like people don't remember catching the references, and so every now and then, I'm sure one of you guys have seen it before, but that's why I gave the elf gray eyes. All right, This one's pressed just a little bit tighter. Let me get it out. Come on, buddy. All right. Let's do the guessing game. I think this is 4. What do you guys think? How many grams is that one? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? What's your guess? I weighed it. Get your guesses in. My guess was 4. I was aiming for 5. My guess was 4. Daniel Oat, thanks for joining us. Canavox, coming back to your red tea after a month or so, and its clay pot's always nice. You've been picking up for a long time now. It's aging nicely. Only 50 grams or so left. A nice wee black. Nice. Your guess is 4.2 grams. Good guess. But wrong. But you didn't overshoot it this time. Harpy T says 4.4. So I was also very wrong with my guess of... Michelle says 5. So it's actually 5.86 grams. So my visual scale was way off. I thought it was 4, but it was closer to 6. But we're going with it. Going with it. I'm so excited about this one. I love a good Yunnan Dianhong. And we still have three Dianhong cakes on the site. Rome, Big Red, and Intergalactic. Which have been aging quite nicely, actually. They're still super delicious teas. Oh, man. Can't beat it. You just can't beat it. This Gen Shui is reserved exclusively for black tea. Although, I don't know that you really have to stress so much with Gen Shui on reserving them for teas. But I do keep this one special. Just for the black tea. Oh, so nice. So nice. Thank you, fair dwarves, for your incredible production. I'll read you guys a little bit from the dwarfen one as well. And you know what? I'm not going to watch this one either. We're just going to do it. We're just going to do it. Do it live. It's good stuff. You thought I was out of Rome? Oh no, we got more stuff. Seattle inventory is back and updated. Rome, Big Red, Intergalactic. We sold a lot of Intergalactic last year. Somebody made one post on Reddit that did an incredible job of photographing how gorgeous the cake Intergalactic looks. And it's just one of those like magical situations for whatever reason. Like that post at that time of day got all the likes and people were excited about it. And it didn't look like it was like an actual like promo post. And somebody else like posted a link to our site. And then yeah, we sold a lot of Intergalactic, which I was very excited about because that's a really great tea, and so I was excited that people were able to, a lot of people were able to get that tea. Canavox, when your Wu Yi Black gets out, give one of our blacks a try, man. They are super nice. Nice big opening on that pot, just Joan. Yeah, Joan knows. I like a nice big wide mouth. Makes it easy to get all the good stuff in. Canavox, can you sell me on the show with a lion cage on your shop 2016, you think? Okay, so that one's interesting. It's funky. That's our capitalist lion tamer, which is also a little bit of an inside joke from a TV show I used to watch. I just can't get away from like doing inside jokes on all of our wrappers or some dumb little thing. Gets me excited, and then I make a wrapper out of it. Capitalist Lion Tamer is a purple show, and purple shows they just have a really interesting funk to them. You know, if you liked that, so that La Mana show that you've got probably has some really unique characteristics to it as well that may, like, the first time you have it, you're like, I don't know if I like this. This is a little bit weird. The show can be kind of like that. I don't know if I'm actually selling you on it or not. But Purple Show is really interesting stuff, and we've been looking to find like a good purple show for a while. And that one, we don't really like super advertise it as a purple show, but it's very interesting stuff. But it's just enough interesting that it's like either you're really gonna like it or it'll just be okay. So I don't exactly know where your palate is. It's hard for me to like give you like a really hard sell on it because maybe it won't be as amazing as the one that you're currently into right now. But I think it's really cool stuff. Nice darkness. The show right here. Not the show. Why do I keep saying show? I'm sorry, guys. This is a Danhong. Black tea, red tea, Yunnan red tea. Nice. Fun. It's really exciting to try these teas all together. So if you get them, absolutely do that at least once. Run Rev, Coach Gerald. Yeah, a purple show, intriguing. It is. It's very intriguing. Purple show is. I mean, purple material already is really interesting. But when you can take it and mix it into a show pour, it just adds this extra layer that's kind of hard to describe, other than just to say it's funky and interesting. Cannabis, it's funky and interesting. There you go. You like funky and interesting? Good. Yeah. So the reference, if you're curious, maybe you watched old TV show, news radio comedy show. It's been around friggin' forever now. The guy that ran the radio station, owned the radio station in the TV show, news radio. He was like a super wealthy New York business tycoon type, and he wrote an autobiography. Ghost wrote it. Somebody else wrote it for him, called Capitalist Lion Tamer. And that was the name of his his book, and it was a terrible book. Like no one bought it. It was like the biggest flop ever. So we took the book, had it translated into Japanese, sold it in the Japanese market, and like it became like the #1 book in Japan for like 2 years in a row. It became like just like the greatest selling book ever. And so they took the Japanese version of his book, translated it back into English, and sold it again. And terrible translation. But now it's like people are like really into the book, but nobody can understand it because the book was translated into Japanese, then back into English, and the back of the English translation back was like a karate monkey death car or something like that. It's hilarious. Love that episode. Cannavox, buying a cake right now. You guys may hear a small little army of orcs and goblins coming up the stairs back there. My kids are back from art class. I am in the middle of a live stream right now, so you guys got to just be a little bit quiet, okay? Do you want to try a little bit of this tea? I'll give you a sip of it. My kids never say no to tea. I'm having kind of fun. We got the lights down low. I got some music on. We're having some tea. We're drinking a tea called Game Night. There you go. What do you think of that, little orc? So, my kids like playing, we play this game when we're in the backyard and we're, cleaning up, brush and trees and branches and stuff. They like to pretend that I'm Saruman and they're a bunch of orcs as they're going through clearing out the forest. And, they like me to, command them to clean up branches and stuff. It's kind of a hilarious kids game that we play. 10 Sean Kim 10, thanks for joining us. The Horde is in siege mode. Nice. Okay, so you bought a cake. Awesome, man. That's cool. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with it. I like to try and undersell things so that when people get them, they're actually more impressed than if I had just been like, this is the most amazing tea in the world. Then people get it. It's not the most amazing tea in the world. So at least that's kind of my thought process for business marketing. Michelle, I raised them right. My kids are hilarious. I love my kids. I have a Ton of fun with them. And I've been trying to clear out a bunch of stuff in the deep backyard, which has been taken over like the wilds of Fangorn Forest. And trying to clear it up into like a space that the kids can actually use and play. And it's just been basically where like anything yard waste, it's just like, well, whatever, I don't want to do anything with the yard waste, just toss it back there, you know, like tree falls down, you're like, oh, whatever, just, you know, like chop it up and just like leave it back there. And so like the entire thing has been it's just like a giant amount of mulch. What's up, little orc? How you doing, bud? Hey, be really careful with the cables right there. Bring it over here, let me see what you got. They just got back from painting class. What? Gary Bowers, the awesome Pikachu Pokemon art. I love it. Did it all by yourself? You didn't look at anything? Nice. I love it. I love it. You looked at some pictures?
Yeah, but
I love it.
teacher didn't help me.
Oh, your teacher didn't help you, man? That's great, man. All right, let's see the little painting that Gemma made. What? Oh my gosh. This look amazing. Look at that. That's pretty cool, Gemma. I like that one. That's super cool.
It's girl Yoda.
It's a girl Grogu?
Yeah.
Nice. That's super cool. Look at that, man. I love it. Love it. The kids are doing great in art class. Gemma, that painting was amazing. The trick, guys, is I'm raising 2 artists so that they can take over doing the tea wrappers and their dad can take a break. So maybe I'll be able to get them to put together a little tea wrapper this year. I'm excited about that. Man, this tea just looks tasty. This tea just looks tasty. It looks tasty. It is tasty. It is tasty. Book Ducky, thank you for the join. Whew. One sec, guys. One sec. I'm gonna get to it, and then I got to read a little bit from this. All right. All right. All right. Let's read a little bit. Game Night Quest. Dwarf Quest. The characters didn't have any names. I didn't give them names. I was going to let you guys come up with fun names for them yourselves. So all the names and everything that we have in here, when I talk about different monsters, all of this stuff is actually from actual Chinese mythology, which is pretty cool. Like, which one do I talk about in here? Let's see. Yeah, I talk about some of the dark dwarves. Let's see, what else was it? There were some monsters I had mentioned in there that where was that at? Or was it the other one? Let's see. No, this guy. Where did I talk about that? Can't remember. Right. Anyway, so we talk about the Himalaya. So that's that's clearly the name of the Himalayas. So the Himalayas like run through western China into Yunnan province, and the Himalayas result in the Ailao mountain range, which Jingu is part of. Dougie Mon with the join, a local buddy. Thanks for hopping on, checking out the tea stream. It's game night, brewing up my dwarven themed tea. All right, let's read it. This quest is called the Forge Fire Brew of Lingju Shangu. Dwarf of the Himalaya, hear the call of your ancestors. The time has come for you to prove your mettle, not with axe and hammer, but with a quest of ancient tradition and deep significance. In the heart of the Ailao Shan Mountains lies Lingju Shangu, the legendary forge of the ancients, where the earth's raw power is harnessed into tools, weapons, and the mightiest of all dwarven brews, the Forge Fire Brew, known among your kin as black tea. There we go. There we go. A creative writing 101 class in college has paid off yet again. Yeah, Canavox. Ilau makes good tea. And it's, I mean, Ilaoshan it's an incredibly large area. I mean, I live in the Cascade Mountains, and, you know, I mean, the Cascade Mountain range is it's giant. It spans multiple states. Ilaoshan is exactly the same way. Big mountain range, and there's a whole bunch of different mountains in it. It's really hard to kind of just be like, Ilaoshan tastes like this, but there is a definite distinct character difference between Ilau and specifically Zishuang Banna, the teas further south, like Bulong area stuff. The Ilau has definitely a unique characteristic separate from that, but. Canavox, you said $50,000 painting, $50 million painting. Gary, he says he'll pay $50 million for your painting. Whoa, that's a lot of money. Yeah. Hey, buddy, bring me your eagle painting over there. I really like that one. He did this eagle one last week. I want to show it off too. I'm a proud papa. I like showing off the kids' art. All right, buddy, let's see that. Well, hold on a sec, because I'll pass it back to you. Bam! I love the colors on this, man. Look how creative he got. This is an eagle, a little bit of a porpoise mouth. It's all good, but I just love the creative use of colors. Cool, nice, big, giant canvas. We need to find a place to put that up on the wall, bud. That's pretty cool. Thanks for showing us that, man. Alex, hey, Alex, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining us. If you guys know, every tea stream, I've been trying to get Alex a job. Alex has been not so gainfully unemployed. We don't have to worry anymore. Alex is finally gainfully employed. Congratulations are due to Alex for finding a job. What are you're making like crystals or something? I've been telling you, man, crystals. Crystals the way to go, man. Alex says, one day you need to get Glenn a tea cave, even if you have to blast it out of stone yourself. Remind me to send you a link. I was watching a really fun video of really super remote mine exploration in Washington State, which is pretty cool. Really tough to get to. They actually had to rappel down to the cave entrance, the mine entrance to dig through. And like hardly anybody had been in there. All the stalactites were still like perfectly all growing. So pretty cool. Canavox, there's a distinct artistic vision in that painting. Yeah, I was really impressed. He brought that home, and I'm like, wow, man, like I'm liking it. Shaku Joshin, yo, oh, what's going on, man? Dancing Wind, Dancing River, it's an absolutely awesome. I love it. Just Joan, thank you. And Lost in Yunnan, thank you for the join. Thank you for joining me from the kitchen while you make dinner for the kids. Love it. Hey, dude, what's going on, man? Alex is making rare earth garnet crystals for high-tech lasers. Like, how cool is that, man? I should show you somewhere around here. One of our exchange students. I've maybe sent it to you before. One of our exchange students, when I was younger, was an older guy from Japan, and he worked at a quartz crystal manufacturer in Japan. And he just like as a gift, you know, for the family, because exchange students always bring that. He just brought like this big, giant like chunk of like pure quartz that they had grown, and I got it sitting around somewhere. I thought it was pretty cool. Smuggle me out some garnets once you make some. Hey, Lamo. Yeah. Michelle says hi. She's brewing tea, watching us on the big screen TV. Lamo says hi back. Neldon, there he is. Neldon finally hopped on. What is going on, Mr. Neldon? Thank you for joining us. It is game night. I am brewing all of the teas, powering through all of them. I don't know how long I've been going at it, but I've been going at it for a while. And we started off with the Shung, the Ranger. We switched over to the Elven White tea. Lamo Doug says hi too. And now we're on with the black tea, the Dwarven Forge Fire Brew. Neldon was doing an evening nap. Well, now that you got your nap done, it's time to fire up the kettle, man. Start brewing some tea. What are you gonna be drinking with us tonight? Alex, yeah, quartz for clocks. Yeah, that's what I imagined. But it was still awesome. It was just like this giant giant chunk of like pure quartz, like the size of a big pickle, big, huge, long chunk. Yeah, Alex D. Brockhound, D&D contractor won't be able to allow so many samples, unfortunately. It's okay, man. Gotcha. Neldon, Michelle is on the YouTube stream saying hi to you on the Instagram stream, so got a connection. You're going with the white cake. Nice. The white cake from the game night white. Game night white. That is exciting. That is exciting stuff. This black tea is so floral, guys. I mean, it makes sense because it's Jingu Eiloshan Jingu material, and it's just it just makes sense. But that it would be as floral, because the white tea was pretty floral. But this, I think this black tea is actually, the floral aroma just hits even stronger than the white tea. Maybe, I don't know. Neldon says hi to Michelle. Alex D. Rocket, the kids bring home any shiny rock shit? The kids are always bringing something home. We got all those geodes for Christmas, but I haven't had a chance to crack any of them open yet. But the kids have fun. The kids are always bringing home fun rocky rocks. Michelle says, yeah, I'm the master of the live stream, just because I allow people to do cross-platform conversations. I like this. I'm glad I finally got it worked out so that I can do 2 streams at the same time. And we now have faster internet, so hopefully things look a little bit better. Maybe they're less jumpy. I didn't realize how quickly the neighborhood's fiber speeds had advanced, and we were paying far too much for what we were grandfathered into as being really, really, really slow rates. So now I actually have gigabit fiber for less than I was paying for 35 megabit fiber, which just blows my mind. Blows my mind. Doug Emon, when you heard of a white cake, you were thinking of something else. This is a white tea cake, Doug. I'm in the tea business. Glenn R. Phillips, thank you for the join. I like it when a fellow Glenn joins, even though there's a couple extra N's in there. It's all good. Glenn's got to stick together. Michelle says, kids bring home large rocks. Yeah, my kids, yeah, yeah, they've always got rocks. They, yeah, they're always, they're pretty good at that. They're always finding something fun to bring home. 3 Leaves Tea, thank you for the join. What is going on with you? Drinking any tea tonight? I know it's getting a little late. It's like 8 p.m. Pacific Northwest. I've been doing this live stream for 90 minutes. Works out all right, about 30 minutes per tea. It's totally fine. But it is getting a little late in the Pacific Northwest, unless you're just getting started. Unless you got big plans for your Friday night and you need a little caffeinated pre-funk, then you're set. You're set. Ah, man. This tea, you could definitely push this one much further. And that may just be that I underleafed it just slightly, because I think the volume of this is a little bit more. I probably could have gone with a little bit more heavy-handed with this. I like my dark tea to be brewed up a little bit stronger. Noli Mitza, thank you. Nice to see your stream. Yeah, no, this is great. I'm glad you had a chance to tune in. We're sitting around playing around with our game night is what we're brewing tonight. It's Friday night. Might as well have some fun. Game night, Friday night, adventure tea stream. We've brewed 3 teas already. Started off with the Shunk Pu'er, moved into the white tea, and now we're finishing up with the black, which is actually super nice. A really nice little session. If you guys didn't catch it earlier, I was talking about some of the experiments that I've been doing with nitro infused tea. Doug, you need to come over and try my nitro tea, and Michelle, you need to come over and try the nitro tea as well. My nitro teas are they're so good, so good. I'm just shocked at how delicious the nitro teas turned out. What was that? Oh, Alex. Oh, your poor mom. When you were in high school, you brought home a few 300-pound rocks. That doesn't surprise me. Yeah, you've got. It took a few people to carry them. Took a few people to carry them back. That doesn't surprise me, man. It's funny how. I mean, I know you're into rocks. I'm into rocks. I like rocks. It wouldn't surprise me. It would be something that I would do if I found like a cool rock in the woods. I'd try and bring it home. I'm bringing home all sorts of weird stuff, but. The Chinese have perfected the art of finding big rocks in the woods and bringing them home. Like, it's an actual thriving industry in China. They have whole markets set up for people who have found big rocks in the woods that have brought them to the market and cleaned them up to sell big rocks so that somebody can take a big rock and just literally just set it in front of their house. Now, most of the time, a lot of the times it'll just be a big rock. But then they'll also like carve off a surface, a flat surface, and then put some like Chinese characters down there, like some poem or something. It's a massive industry. Every home of note in China has a giant rock in the front. And I love it. I love seeing it because they're really amazing rocks. Some of them are just super cool, and they're always very just have a really unique and distinct shape to them. I did once see a guy on the side of the road he had a flatbed truck full of stalactites and stalagmites, and he bought a cave in Burma, and he just goes there and chops out stalactites and stalagmites, puts them in the back of his flatbed truck, and then just sits on the side of the road like a kid's lemonade stand with a sign that just says like cave rocks for sale. Hilarious. Yeah, Doug, I've been making a Sheng pu'er tea cold brewed on nitrous that I swear you wouldn't be able to tell wasn't like a non-alcoholic IPA. It's just wild, shockingly good. Michelle, you want to try some nitro tea? Just hit me up. Come over. Alex, it sounds like you're kind of people. You would go nuts at the markets there. It's wild. Just rocks everywhere. All right, Alex, you're going to message me a crazy tea brewing idea. Okay, you can do that. Jaja Smell, thanks for or DJ Aja Smell, thanks for joining us. You need a stalactite? Is that like a combo? Stalactite's the ceiling, stalagmite's the bottom, right? Is the stalactite specifically something different? Is that like a combo of them or something? But yeah, I think I can't remember if I sent you a picture of it. I remember seeing it like years ago. The guy used to be. I haven't seen him in a long time. Did you just smell? Thanks for you love the teapot, yeah, dude. How can you not? Look at that little gorgeous little beauty. This has got a nice black tea in there. Mama, are you cooking mushrooms? Yeah, because I went to smell my tea, and I'm like, wow, this tea smells like mushrooms now. And I'm like, this tea didn't smell like mushrooms before you got home. Lamu has inundated my sensitive palate with the smell of mushrooms. Speleothem. I don't know what that is, Alex. I don't have a degree in rocks. If you eat there, you can't turn the light on yet, or it's gonna wreck the mood. Can you guys eat in the dark for just like a couple more minutes while I'm finishing up the live stream? Nice, it's all good. Thanks, guys, appreciate it. Anyways, I should probably actually wrap this up here in a minute. I'll do one nice big long last steep of the game night dwarven black tea. Oh yeah, no, I'll brew some up for you guys after the stream. I always got to give my family some tea. That's what I do. I am the tea master after all. in training. Secluded Drew, much love from Atlanta. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's gotta be a little late there. Is it about a little bit after 11 or something? T with Neldon, glad you got to catch the end. Yeah, dude, I appreciate you hopping on, checking it out. You can restart it if you want to go back to the beginning and whatnot. But this was fun. I was glad to have the chance to do a little live stream with all the teas. All the game night stuff. Alex says, Spiele FM is just a cave feature, a name that means all of them. Okay, so just a generic term for anything in a cave. Not yet. Not right now. Thanks. All right, Gemma, go finish your food. I'll be done in a minute, okay? All right, guys. I'm going to do a last steep of this, and then I got to give my kids some attention. I haven't seen them... Haven't seen them since early this morning. They've got a busy Friday. After they get off school early, they go right to piano class. They do piano. Then after piano, they come home, eat a little food. Then they go to jiu-jitsu class, and they go from jiu-jitsu to art class. These kids are got busier schedules than me. Alex says your cat provides biscuits for the whole family. That's nice. Doug, you're up to 24 buckets. 24 buckets of what, man? I don't even know what you're talking about. Neldon, you're liking the game night. It's does it give two thumbs up for you? You gotta come up with some like Neldon specific tea ranking scale. Like this tea gets 5 Neldons, or I don't know, 3 thumbs up, 6 teapots out of 10. Come up with some fun scale. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Doug collects Star Wars helmets. But they're not called helmets. Apparently, they're called buckets. Is the technical term. It's really awesome having a friend like Doug because I don't have all those helmets. And so when we went to a Star Wars trivia night with Doug last year on May the 4th, we did all the kids got to pick one of the buckets from Doug's collection, and then we all went. Dressed.
No, I should choose yours.
So it was just kind of fun. And no, Doug's got a huge collection of Star Wars hats. That's what they are. They're Star Wars hats. Anyways, nice. Neldon, you're working on your scale of tea. You'll get working on it. Yeah, dude, keep working on it, man. I mean, you've only been in the blogging business for how long now? Like you gotta have a scale, like a hook. You gotta have something that lets people know what Neldon really thinks of it on an actual measurable scale. So that way I can say that our tea has more Neldons than the other tea. I just want to be able to compare teas, man. It's just a game. It's a game for me. Alex says, game night needs some RGB lighting and video game soundtrack playing. I do, yeah. It's tricky. The whole issue with gaming music and stuff means, or any music I pick, I have a very special relationship with Chillhop, their stream on Twitch. I am allowed to stream it without getting nuked by lawyers. So anything else, it's just trying to pick music for stuff. It's just so hard. Everything just gets the lawyers get involved and all that stuff. So this is what I got. I could have if I had done something different with the lights and had the background like a little bit darker, it would have been a little bit more moody, but I figured, I don't know, this looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. I'll go with it. Nice. Silva Soul, thanks for the join. We're about done. Man, this tea's great. I'm really happy. If you guys haven't had a chance to pick up Game Night, grab a copy. Sure, it's $50. $50 is actually not. I mean, that's like nothing. That's like McDonald's breakfast for 2 people now. $50. $50 is nothing. $50 for 3 teas, 100 grams each. It's 300 grams of tea. Comes with a bag of holding, custom embroidered. It's gorgeous. 3 teas, all processed. Same tea garden, same tea family, same picking, same everything. Shung pu'er tea, white tea, black tea. Educational value is easily 15 out of 10 Neldons. Solid, solid. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate everybody who tuned in, everybody who came and sat down and brewed some tea with us, drank with us. Not now, bud. Appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. I will see you online, and have a good night.